Good morning, everybody. Jilly, how you doing? Yes, I have brought the coffee today. Johnny, good morning. Sandra, good morning. Just burnt me a sec there, Clay. Paul's taxi. Just my tripod. Hang on a sec. Make sure we're straight. Should be it. Bit of a brisk one here. Jilly, again, good morning. Thanks, guys, for being here with me today. 2 streams within 7 days. It's a miracle for me. Bear me there a second, I'm just trying to set some stuff up here. So next up, we have a Ryanair in from Marrakesh. Please let me know if the sound and picture is okay. Anka, welcome. Where's my plane gone? There it is. I'll have to readjust the tripod now in a second. Actually going to move my car as well because it's in the way when I pan around. Yeah, unfortunately there was somebody else over in the other spot and the pillars, the sun would be in my eyes, so, and I wanted to get the incoming. It's a pretty shot of the air traffic tower. Just give me 2 secs to move my car a little bit. And it's just started to rain. Yay! Sheila, welcome. Miss Wolves, long time no see. Again, apologies about the road noise. Just spilled a cup of coffee all over my car. Next up we have an SAS coming in from Copenhagen. Miss Wolves, yeah, had a lovely Christmas, thanks a million. And Sandra, yes, I am an idiot. I put it up in the middle bit of the car when I was going to move it. But hey ho. It's a company car, so it's not too bad. Paul, vision thing? Aegis, yeah, it's definitely the word I would use. I have to try and clean when I get home, otherwise it's going to stink. So, driving here, it says the temperature is 7 degrees. Believe me, it does not feel it. I'm hoping the rain stays away. It's not forecasting, but there is the odd spit of rain. Next up, EI 333. Registration EI Des. Coming in from Berlin. 20-year-old Airbus A320. Nice view there of an outbound. Fair enough, Jilly. Fair enough. Rules are made to be broken though, Jilly. Rules are made to be broken. Right, I'm going to have to get a second layer on, I think. It's actually a bit colder than I thought. Everybody's ganging up me now, it's not fair. Again, I do apologise for the road noise, but it was the only spot. I was not getting up on the roof of my car. Last time I did that, I fell. Oh, I'm going to use that one, Jilly. I'm going to use that one. Love it. So my beloved is working today, unfortunately, so, well, fortunate for me, I got to get out for a couple of hours streaming. Aer Lingus down safely. Sorry, that fence is, reckon that, so there's the old ATC tower and the new one. Bit of height difference. Alright, bear me, I'm going to get another jacket and a cup of coffee. I'll try not to spill this one. Better. It's chilly around fire today. Oh, it's lovely. Next, EK 161. Our beautiful 777-300 ER Dreamliner coming in from Dubai. just over a 7-hour flight. Used to be a 2 flight a day, now it's increased to 3 flights a day. The other EAU flights are Qatar and Etihad. Bit rocky. Plane off in the distance, we'll see what it is now in a sec. Trying to see which way the clouds are blowing, because if it does start raining, it's going to be absolutely Baltic. Next up we have a Challenger 350. Behind that we have a Ryanair, which is coming in from Newcastle. So the Bombardier Challenger 350 is 4 years old. Hey guys, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button. God, I'm glad that this coffee. I think this is the first stream that I haven't forgotten anything. Brian, good to see you. Absolute butter. Is the Emirates going to gate? Yes, there was that, Jilly. Stay with the Emirates here for a few minutes till the Ryanair gets a bit closer. That's my coffee. I was trying to cheers. Ain't gonna work. There's an aircraft there somewhere. Too zoomed in. So it's Ryanair in from Newcastle. Just looking on the ground here, the amount of rubbish that's just thrown on the ground is sinful. That's a KFC, McDonald's. Bring your rubbish home, guys. I wouldn't mind, there's a bin here right beside me. Can't abide people that litter. Jan, how we doing? Yeah, everything going good so far? Next up, EIEFF coming in from Frankfurt. It's a Ryanair 737-800 series. 16 years old, which would be classed as extremely old for the Ryanair fleet. And then that's followed by EID, and that's coming in from Frankfurt as well. So the next two inbounds are from Frankfurt, one from Ryanair, one from Aer Lingus. Aer Lingus is an A320-200 series. Don't work too hard, Jan. Switch back over to the Ryanair. Len, good morning to you. Good to see you. Len, thanks for the kind comment you left on the previous stream, much appreciated. Nice buttery landing there by the Ryanair. Yes, tomorrow, New Year's Eve. No streaming tomorrow as I'm going to go fishing. I was fishing yesterday. Very enjoyable out with nature. It's amazing, the wildlife. I saw cormorants, 2 grey herons, an otter and a kingfisher. And I caught a fish, so it was a great day. So as I said, the next one is EID, coming in from Frankfurt. 21-year-old aircraft. I think it's the 2nd or 3rd oldest in the Aer Lingus fleet. Again, for those who don't know, I'm off to Birmingham on my first ATR on the 11th of January. Yeah, Julie, I've got some, I'm a keen photographer as well, so I've got some lovely pictures of kingfishers in the past. Otter, yeah, there's plenty of otters. Down on my local river, the Dodder in Rathfarnham, where I usually fish, they're very frequent. Farmer, good to see you. So this is our A320 Aer Lingus in from Frankfurt. Registration EID. So we've an EID, we've a MEL. Wish that sun would go in, so it does affect that. Yeah, the next couple of days is going to be bright, but it's going to be bitterly cold, and there is talk of snow next week. Which is nearly impossible to stream because the camera can't pick up the aircraft and focusing system. The snow plays havoc with the autofocus system. So next up, a Ryanair in from Berlin. Oh, and we have a Wookiee. Embraer E190 E2 from Widrow coming in from Bergen. We caught that flight on the previous stream. Now unfortunately we won't get a Wookiee because it's landing, but however, mods, please feel free to use exclamation mark Wookiee. Sound courtesy of 80. I didn't hear about that, Jill. You must have to Google that. The River Barrow is where I was fishing yesterday and where I'm going to go again tomorrow. This is Ryanair today, are really planting some butter landings. Bird feeder cams, welcome along. Picture's a bit dark, okay, hang on a sec. Go to 250, 400. It's just that I'm facing the sun. When I face the sun, it darkens down. Hang on, let me see if I can go to manual mode and dial in the settings. Give me a sec. Boom. Boom. That's probably a bit too bright. Hang on a sec. Try that. Not sure if that's any better. I don't think it is. Hang on a sec. What to do? Let's drop the shutter speed. 60. See what that's like. Let me know if that's any better. I can't believe I've never heard of that. I'm definitely going to Google that. So this is our Wookie. So that should be lots brighter. No, I'm not happy with the colour, so hang on a sec. Yeah, see what that's like. So next up, Aer Lingus in from Madrid, EIDVI. Whoa. Oh, I can hear the Wookiee in the background. Good stuff. So I've went to complete manual mode now, so I've complete control over the settings. For those of you interested, shutter speed is 160, f-stop 6.3, ISO 100 and 5600 Kelvin for the colour temperature. Now, even though I'm in manual, the exposure compensating will go up and down a couple of stops. I'm actually going to move my tripod because I keep kicking it when I'm moving, so bear with me a sec. Right in there. I might have to set the tripod again. Give me a sec. Should be bang on. Apologies, rain in the sky. Farmer, I was in a thigh. Next up, we've Aer Lingus coming in from Geneva. And that's followed by Swissair coming in from Zurich. There are next two inbounds. I'd say people were looking at you, Jilly, going, what the hell is she giggling at? Yet to be on a Wookiee. Now, where is said aircraft? Why can't I see it? There she blew. Yeah, so in the winter time, farmer, I do a bit of pike fishing, and in the summer, a bit of course and match fishing. I used to be mad into it and do lots of it. Don't do as much now, obviously, with other commitments. Up is our Swissair, currently coming just below 1,200 feet, 150 knots. We are next inbound. So A320 of Swissair coming in from Zurich. So even though we're in the winter schedule, we're still getting plenty of... Oh, I wonder can I get that? It's a lovely... I think it's a great tit, or it could be a blue tit there on the bramble bush beside me. He's moving around too much, there's no point in even trying to get him. Tuesday! I know, this time of the year it is hard to keep track of the days. Our Swiss Air down. Ryanair from Copenhagen next. Yeah, it's weird the way it does that. Like, remember last week I was saying to Jan tomorrow's Saturday, she goes, no, it's Friday, and then when it was Saturday's coming I was saying it was Sunday, and she goes, no, it's Saturday. So it's weird the way when you're not working, how quick the brain just goes into I don't give a shit mode. Brian, KC Rallying Planes, working and lurking. Good to see you, my friend. When are you streaming again? For those of you who don't know, Brian from KC Rallying Planes, a regular streamer out of Dublin also. Same as Orford Aviation, Dubjet. And then we have our friends over in the UK, John from Drones and Planes, Thierry and Henri from Flight. Big fans of all them guys. Frickin' truck, it's in the way. That's fuel in. So I do believe that's United. Back and look at this for a sec. So Ryanair is currently coming below 1,500 feet at 162 knots. Slowing right down to about 120 or so knots just before touchdown. Looks like we've Vueling coming in from Barcelona after that. A320-200 series. That's currently at 2,800 feet, 200 knots. And there's a Aer Lingus A320 just coming over Dunsany, where it's going to make a sharp left just to get in on finals. That's EIDEH. So that's the next couple of inbounds. Ruby, good to see you. Just in time for your Vueling. Your timing is impeccable. So Vueling is 2 out. Ryanair first, then Vueling. Recovered, Ruby, were you out in the lash or did you have the dreaded lurgy like? Did I say Henry? I meant Thierry. Patricia, afternoon, welcome along. Like a rocket ship already. Oh, you poor thing, Ruby. Nothing worse. Bug as in gastric or bug as in flu? Gastric gastritis was going around. I'm so busy talking shit, I missed this plane coming in. So again, unfortunately, with the sun being directly in front of me, has a tendency to make everything a bit darker. So I do apologise. So we're just waiting on Ruby's yellow socks fueling. It's 1 minute out, and then we have ATR 72-600 coming in from Liverpool. EIGZV. That's a 12-year-old ATR. Never tried to click and collect. I've got it delivered a couple of times from Tesco, but although the scan and shop don't think so, Ruby. Actually, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. We'll know now in a minute. Let's check it out and see. Yeah, no, a lot of people say when they have a cold they have the flu, but I've had the flu twice, definitely once, where the way my doctor explained it to me is you'll know you have the flu if there's €500 on the ground. You won't be able to get out of bed and pick it up. I know when I had it, my nails hurt, my hair hurt. Absolutely horrendous. I'd COVID about 5 or 6 times, and the flu was definitely 100 times worse. Yellow socks. No, sorry, it's not Planey McPlaney. Next up is our ATR. Too many clouds, but there is a 777-300 from United overhead, heading from Frankfurt to New York, but I'm not going to be able to get it obviously because there's too many clouds. Yeah, farmer, I remember that as well. You're in bed and you're absolutely shaking with the cold, but yet you have 103 temperature. It's the weirdest thing that you're trying to put blankets and everything on you to keep yourself warm, but what you're meant to do is strip everything off and try and cool your body down. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Well, maybe 1 or 2 people I'd wish it on, but definitely not a nice dose, and it is going around. There is a lot of people sick. It's kind of amazing. COVID didn't really get a mention this year over the Christmas season. It was all flus and just general Navara virus. Another myth while we're on the subject is people think if you go out with wet hair, if you get wet, you're going to get a cold, which obviously you can't, because you can only get a cold from either viral or bacterial infection, so getting wet's not going to make it. So just waiting for ATR just to get a little bit closer. Should be able to get it now. There we are. So this ATR in from Liverpool. Patricia, I got the flu jab it must be about 15 years ago now, and I ended up getting a really bad, it wasn't quite a flu now, but I felt awful after it. High temperature, only lasted a couple of days, but ever since then I've never gotten the jab. Never had the flu since either now, touch wood, but again, absolute butter. May, welcome along. Yeah, I also remember though as well when the COVID jabs first came out. The first one, God, it felt like somebody hit me with a baseball bat in the arm. My arm was killing me for about a week. And then I think I got the second or third booster and I got COVID about 2 days after. Now, it could have been coincidental that I had COVID already. But any of the times I did get COVID, the first time I didn't feel too bad, just I'd literally no energy. I remember myself and Jan were trying to put up the Christmas tree and we were sitting down laughing because we felt like two 90-year-olds. After about 10 seconds of moving, we had to sit down. We were absolutely shattered. And then the rest of the time I got COVID, it was just like a sneezing and a runny nose. But I know a lot of people did get it bad, so I will not belittle it at all. I know certain people have lost loved ones due to COVID, so on that note, oh look, a plane. So Aer Lingus in from Munich, followed by an absolute gorgeous I thought it was, sorry, it's a 330, yeah, coming in from Seattle. That is number 2 after this Aer Lingus. Had pneumonia once. Wouldn't recommend it. So next up is our 330 coming in from Seattle. It's cold enough. I've several layers on, so my hands are cold now, obviously, because no gloves on. But it doesn't feel as cold today, obviously. It's in for repair, as far as I know. Farmer has to get new landing gear. I'm not sure we're going to change the whole lot of it or just decide that took the 3.3G hit to the runway. We spoke about it in the last stream I did. I I said at the beginning I didn't think it was that bad, but looking back on it in slow-mo, nicely down. So Ryanair from Manchester next, 737-800 series, 1800 feet at 157 knots. So car park quite full here, a lot of people out. I think Paul or one of the guys was saying on one of the other streams that the max G load the planes can tolerate is 2G. So the Neo that hit the runway was over 3G, so I would imagine would create little hairline stress fractures in on the metal, so over time of landing there's a possibility the gear could collapse, so I would imagine that's why they changed it. Again, that's my theory, I could be completely wrong. So Ryanair just coming into view now. That's what it was, Farmer, yeah. So I presume when they get the alarm it has to be checked. I would imagine that's what that is. I said the last time, 2 years ago, coming in from Dublin to Dubai, from Dubai to Dublin even, we landed and the plane hit the ground that hard, all the oxygen masks fell down and that felt hard. So if that was under 2G, I wouldn't like to feel it, and over 2G or a 3G even. I'd say there was a clean up on aisle 27. Next up, EI DVK coming in from Zurich. 14-year-old Airbus A320-200 series. Flight number EI 343. Let's see if we can get this twofer. I can never see it on the screen, but when I watch at home I can generally see it. So when I get home after streaming, I'm going to make homemade chicken vol au vents with a salad. That's what's for dinner. Well, I'm cheating, I've actually bought the pastry in. Not 100% sure, Ruby. I'm back to work on the 5th. So I won't be streaming the weekend. I'm going to spend time with Jan. So I might get a couple of hours in on the Monday maybe. I shall let you all know in Telegram. Jilly, you'll be coming a long way for chicken and mushroom vol au vents, that's for sure. Next then is Ryanair from, Jesus, I can't even, SZCZECIN. Never heard of the place. And that's followed by another Ryanair from Madrid. I do know that place. How's the snow over in Connecticut, Jilly? I can't even pronounce it, Jilly. I thought it said Szechuan first, but God, these Ryanairs are absolutely buttering every landing. As I said, I'm flying to Porto in February on Ryanair, and I guarantee you I won't be getting buttery landings. They'll do it just to freak the shit out of me. Jilly, Patricia, we all know, and Jilly, we all know that men are far less superior than women, and we can't multitask. Patricia, I remember, I think it was last year we had a house party, and I made chicken and mushroom vol au vents, and a lot of people were slagging me saying it was peasant food from the 80s. Not that I cared, because they were absolutely delicious, and the people that were saying it couldn't get enough of them. But yeah, no, it is. That and prawn cocktail, I think, is a very 80s dish. But Jan always makes prawn cocktail for a starter on Christmas Day, and it was absolutely delicious. She makes the sauce with mayonnaise, ketchup, and fresh cream. Oh, nom noms. Back to the planes. Freddie! Good to see you. Again, guys, don't forget to hit the like, and if you haven't already, hit the old subscribe. Are we going to get a buttery landing? Yep. So I do believe retro is in around 1ish. I'm not sure whether Ado's watching or not. Just waiting for our MAX 8 737 of Ryanair. Inbound from Madrid. Only a year old, the aircraft, relatively new. No, they haven't arrived yet, May. I think there is a Qatar due in. We've had the Emirates in. That's due to go back out in around, I think, 2:30 or 3 o'clock, in around that. Well, I think there is a Qatar in. Just remember, it's very rare to see any of the Etihads in or out. Haven't seen them in a while. I know I think they have a daily flight. Julie says 1 o'clock, 4 minutes past for the latest ETA of the retro. Nicely down by the Ryanair. So there's an A340. I'm not going to get out the cloud, but I think it's Ruby that has a bit of a fetish with the A340s. Thanks, Freddie. It is cold, but it has been colder. But as I said, I have several layers on. I have waterproof bottoms on, a gilet, a thermal jacket, and then my famous yellow builder's jacket. So not too bad. The only things that are cold really are my face and my hands. I can't use gloves, I can't operate anything because I have the camera and then two phones, one that I'm reading the chat with and the other one that I have Flight Radar 24 on. So yeah, there's very little wind today, so definitely helps. So Casey is working and lurking. Let us know when you're going to be on again, Brian. Stick it in the comments. Next up, we have a brand new Neo of British Airways coming in from London Heathrow. Followed by a KLM, not a Wookiee. There are next two inbound. Thanks, Sandra. Guys, if you haven't already, check out Brian from KC Rally and Planes. Sound, Brian, I have the notification set, so if you schedule, I'll get a bing bong. So, brand new Neo of British Airways. So KLM next. Looks like there's a bit of a lull then. You have the A321neo of Cairo, due in about 6 minutes time. Chance another cup of coffee. Should have actually brought a sandwich with me as well. Rookie mistake. Switch to our KLM. Excellent. Judy says that Qatar, Dreamliner, estimated time of arrival 10 minutes. Bit of a lull now for a couple of minutes. We'll see a couple of departs. I'm going to be pissing like a racehorse after drinking all this coffee. Yeah, Sandra, I'm not a fan. Although our boot will be coming in the next 10 minutes or so. Jilly can't contain herself. Anybody get any nice gifts from Santi? I didn't go with gadgets or camera gear this year. I opted for clothes, and I was absolutely spoiled rotten. I think Gato got a new set of microphones. It's simple, Freddie, you just don't aim against the wind. Although here, there's nowhere really to relieve yourself. At the mountain of the pillars, you can go. There's plenty of bushery to be able to hide in. That does not surprise me, Jilly. I thought you got a new trolley. Although there is a toilet on the way back there in an Apple garage, so I'll pop in there. So Egypt Air from Cairo is our next inbound. You can just see it off in the distance. I have no clue what that is, Freddie, but I must say I am intrigued. I'm half afraid to Google that, Freddie. So all the battery power's looking good. Hello. So we're running 4 battery packs today. That piece for men. Oh dear, you sound like you're speaking from experience there, Freddie. Man-sized nappies. I'm sure I look forward to it in the next 25 or 30 years. If I last that long. Dribble pads. Fair enough. Oh, how did I know Lurkjet was just going to pop up? Tone has officially been lowered. Not by me for a change. Paul, when are you next streaming? So this is our Neo in from Cairo. I wouldn't believe Freddie as far as I can spit. I always said it, Paul, don't listen to the voices. Thank you, Sandra. Just a little bounce. Aer Lingus Budapest next, and I can just see Qatar. 4 minutes out, 4,200 feet at 195 knots. The 787-9 Dreamliner. Brand new, according to Flight Radar. So that's our second inbound. So either after spinning on the chair or before spinning on the chair, Dubjet should be on our screens. Thanks, Jilly. A few little splatters of rain now. I'm hoping we don't get a chuck it down. I don't even know where the freaking rain's coming from. Hang on, need to cover up. Stand by. This is where it all goes tits up. Sorry, I have to turn the camera this way. It's the rain. The camera was pointing into the wind, Freddie. So it's only lightly spitting. Hope it stays that way now because I don't want to have to bring out the rain cover. So our Dreamliner from Qatar. That's our next big boy in. And this Qatar is followed by an Aer Lingus in from Barcelona, which is, you've guessed it, Boot the Snoot Retro. And I think it's exclamation mark boot for the... Chilly, you're right, haven't Tommy? He's usually on Nellie's stream, I think. Madeira Woman Spotter. I think he's a mod on Nellie's stream. Very graceful, unlike me with a bag of cans. Just had her to guess, Jilly. It's probably Tom and he lives in Spain, but you'd never know. His name could be Frank and he could be from Kerry. I like the way you think, Jilly. So, just waiting on retro.
It's retro. Boop, that's Newt.
You fern. You just never know, do you? Just life's sweet mysteries. Okay, we know it's getting a bit chilly now. Streamer snot has commenced. That was me, sorry. Premature. Hey Dave. Yeah, that livery's a little bit like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. I must say I'm a fan. I thought it was great. So here we go. Retro. Divine. Inspirational.
It's retro.
Virtual. Virtual. Virtuous even. There you go, Sandra. Boop the snoot. Premature booplation is. Oh, bit sideways. And retro's down, safe and sound. Everybody needs a bit of retro in their life. I'll have to timestamp that for 80. I hope if Aer Lingus get some new aircraft in their fleet that they will 330 Neo in the retro. Now that would be nice. So Ryanair is just going up past Maynooth, and then it's going to, we got 180 degree onto finals. It's coming in from Alicante. A 9-year-old aircraft. Sandra, the weather lies. It's colder than what it says. I bet you it's going to say about 7 degrees. Caroline, afternoon to you. Hope you're well. Dave, all the way from Colorado. Welcome. Malta with the minging winglets. I presume that's what you're referring to. Brian saying we've snow forecasted for Monday, Tuesday. Well, if it is, I won't be streaming. Not sure, Paul, if you've ever streamed in snow. I would imagine the autofocus system has a complete and utter Mickey fit. Remove from liking it. So Ryanair's just turned onto finals. It's only 200 feet at 164 knots. And poor people coming back from Alicante are going to get a shock when they get off the aircraft. It is bitter. I'm presuming Alicante would be yeah, I'd say it's tough. What's up, bro? Welcome. So, just waiting for Ryanair to get a little closer. I just can't get over the rubbish here. Like, God almighty. Can people not use a bin? Oh, okay, I'm sitting here beside a bin and the bin is full, but still. Should somebody be emptying the bin? I would have thought so. Farmer, cheerio. Let's see you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Bit of a twofer there, I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. Got the twofer. Excellent. Twofer confirmed. As I said, Ryanair really buttering all the landings here today. The lack of wind probably helps. Next up is EI Dur coming in from Milan. Just over a 2-hour flight. Just coming in under 3,000 feet now at 171 knots. And then we have a brace of ATRs. We have EI GPN, and we have also EI Chunky Monkey, also known as EI Fat. I'm not sure, Patricia, but I'm sure Brian or Paul will know. We also have Buzz coming in the Buzz livery. That's coming in from Rome. 737 MAX 800. That's 8 minutes out. Currently descending below 7,400 feet at 266 knots. Aer Lingus, I like that. There you go. Twice weekly, the increase over the Christmas period. Thank you for that, Brian, as ever. Multitude of aviation knowledge. So this is EIDER coming in from Milan, and then that's followed by our EI GPN ATR 7200, and that's followed by EI Fat. Pity it's so cloudy because there is a couple of nice aircraft flying overhead. Or the plural of aircraft is aircraft. I still think aircrafts sounds better, but hey ho. It took me a year of constant reminder that it's not aircrafts. So there you go. EI XLX, the sixth and final aircraft. So I would imagine Aer Lingus will be changing some of their 330s as well. There's one or two of them now over the 20-year-old mark. I presume they will change them, maybe sell them on for cargo. I agree, Sandra. Like one sheep and 12 sheeps doesn't sound right, but one aircraft, 12 aircrafts, definitely sounds like it should be that. Here's the rain again. So our next two inbounds are ATR 72-600s. Second one being Circumference, EI Chunky Boy, whatever name floats your boat. I always say euros, plural. Then again, €1, €3, €100, €500, €1, €2. Meh. I'm sure there is some English explanation of why certain plurals are the same as the singular. Stand by, have to get rain covers. Spare me a sec. Sorry, just putting the cover on. Now, sorry about that. Needed to get said cover on. Not harder to maneuver the camera with the rain cover on. So this is EI Fat, and that's followed by Malta Air with the Mingin winglets, and then followed by the Buzz. So as it started raining and looks like it's going to chuck it down, I'm going to finish on the Buzz. Plus I don't want my gear destroyed. Too far. So, second last aircraft, lads, because the gear is starting to get wet. And as much as I love you all, I'm not risking a couple of grand for the gear. just the wind is kind of blown in behind me, so yeah, look at them yellow minging winglets. Ew. Last aircraft, Ryanair Buzz. Again guys, thanks a million for joining me here today. Thanks to our wonderful mods. Might get another stream in before I go back to work. Keep an eye on the schedule. Dean, the vlogging machine. Don't think so. Good to see you, Vega. So again, guys, last aircraft. Keep an eye on the schedules. Paul might make an appearance tomorrow. I'm going home to thaw out and cook my chicken and mushroom vol au vents. We shall see you all very shortly. As I said, I'm not going to hang around because it is chucking it. Right guys, that's me. If I'm not talking to you before, hope you have a wonderful new year. Thanks for all the support during 2025. I'm sure we will all talk again in 2026. Again, big thank you to the mods and everybody else. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon and we'll see you all soon. Bye!